Alright, on to the beginning of Chapter 3. Let's talk to Minfilia. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Asuka. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as Lahabrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Asuka. To Ul'dah, where we haven't actually spent a lot of time. Splash. The Masked Man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanel. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kikir. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'll no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Let's go talk to Hihibaru. It's a cart pulled by a hippo, and I can use it to throw powders of different colors. Hello, Hihibaru. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? Not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Mayhap I will. When the order of I'll began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh endless Beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah! I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. I will do that. Whee! I've heard tell of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Okay. We're getting somewhere. On the trail of a masked man? Aye, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black-hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's all I can say, little though it is. No, I shan't be doing the fate. You guys have fun with it, though. What about you? Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kikiern raids. None but the most devout pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Well, that's something. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier, it's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kikiern raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Thanks. I've finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kikiern appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had disappeared, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well, worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Oh, flying the wrong way. So, all of that mess off in the distance is one of the impact locations from the calamity. The ether released in the explosion crystallized and made this cool looking yellow stuff. Oh, you are not Lahabrea. back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man?
Apparently I found this scroll.
This scroll, it bears a prayer to Ralga the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralga is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last gill that your assailant was Alamigo. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected, I must confess. The merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge?
Well, I'm a hero. I have to go do hero stuff.
The Alamegan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So, it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it, then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, cull some friends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best.
Thank you. Let's go, then, to Little Alamigo. Conveniently, I can teleport right there. It's like an oasis inside of a cave. Oh, wrong way. Gizelbert. Some of the names in this game are absolutely hilarious to me. Hi, Hihira. Your dad sent me.
Why, yes, Hihibaru is my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells. But one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Begone.
Well then. I guess I'll go ask someone else.
Well met, adventurer. I am Gizelbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to the hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves, not even my men, and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite...
Let's start that sentence over. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Malja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Sounds like a plan. There you are. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Your boss sent tea. Well, ain't ye considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees, like as not. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. You there, are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Do I look like an Amalja? Is it the tail? Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 foals tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Alright. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, but what with the mask and the robe, but I'm assuming it was a he. He was talking with some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Cool. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Do you have any suggestions? So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Foreshadowing. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. I know some well-connected people, like Minfilia, who the game is telling me to go talk to. Hi, Tataru.
Welcome back, Asuka. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation. It just so happens there's an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area.
You just put him in the storage area?
Nice hair.
If it isn't Asuka Hassenpfeffer, the Scion's rising star. Is there aught I can do for you?
You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo?
That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen.
I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have been shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray.
Okie doke. Let's go to Quarry Mill. Hi, Albreda.
Eh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason.
Haribert?
Haribert sent you? Grr, that worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor. Simply incredible. Oh, he dumped you.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
I realize Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefrid, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need.
Hello, tall shirtless man.
I am Mefrid, a proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer?
Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged. They refused to lift a finger. Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albretta. I fear my anger will prevent me from lightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try.
I shall.
One of my friends is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, I truly do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been a quarrymill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Let's go talk to Charlene. Hi, Charlene.
You wish to aid the Alamekans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be.
So we're gonna go with the old, this is the way we've always done it, then reason, huh?
That's how it's to be, then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As well you know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties.
Ooh, alliteration.
If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt.
I can do that. I certainly can. There we go. 4 horns. And my unicorn.
And my axe.
Ah, you're back. Tell me you got the 4 horns with you.
I do.
You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Relger. There's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed.
I do know Buscaron. Hey, Buscaron.
Ah, Oscar, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventure? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. Got something to show me.
Yep.
Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need 'em ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound, years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill. Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon.
Well, thanks. This right here is how I would like to travel everywhere. On a flying bed.
It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother?
I do indeed.
Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before. Worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albretta. Might be as the woman's seen something.
Okay. Hey, did you see Galfred, or whatever his name was? Galleon?
Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon.
You weren't going to tell us?
I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for it. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds, alone? That fool, that great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens.
I shall. On my monkey.
Ride, monkey.
He didn't get far.
Watch out! A goblin! Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. What do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry Mill.
Ooh, my six-legged Pegasus. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo, that's all. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Cool. Back to Little Alamigo now. Which way? This way. Hello, Gundobald. I'm back.
Have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefred. It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can.
Awesome.
An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obligated to talk. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be.
Gundobald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man, and... Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. The other two are clear on the other side of the settlement. Not really worth flying such a short distance, though. I know one of them's up here, I think. No? Maybe? Whee! Hi, Talbot.
There's a bunch been skulking about, right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with 'em. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark me words.
Consider them marked. What about you, Sifrid? What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends who are looking for him. Thanks.
So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me.
What does Hemfrid have? Bring. Hey, adventurer, you done talking to the old bear? I got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. That sounds like a trap. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl got your tongue? Humph, no matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! No. I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're gonna obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. That bodes ill.
Attacked by Wilred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald groaned. Aye. Oh, that wasn't a good voice for her. Bert Liana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and the whole time they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Yes, let us talk to the young ones. A map.
Hey, Wilred. Remember me?
Almighty Ralger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people.
Humph. Here to interfere again?
Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again.
Oh. I see what you're trying to do.
If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundamald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map?
I've already got your map.
What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilrid to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards.
Okay. There we go.
Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do?
I've got things.
What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late.
Let's do that.
Wilrid, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our whole homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralger, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgression, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. everybody? Yep.
Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo.
Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking.
Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourselves and your friends?
What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore.
Enough. I will hear the rest of your of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Osco will wish to hear it as well.
This is true. I would. I like this song.
No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything.
I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives, but I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts.
Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider.
I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you.
My thanks as well, friend. It gives me hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here.
Thanks, Sam Elliott.
Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
That is my intent. So, you might have noticed that there are several mounts that are all just different colored versions of the same sort of thing, like those horses or birds or these dogs, and they all have unique songs that play when you're riding them. And that is because they are loot drops from primals and other primal type bosses throughout the game, and the songs are the songs that play when you're fighting those primals. Hi, Tataru. Minfilia, I've got news. Welcome back, Asuka. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of Lahabrea? Yes. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail this land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. We'll pick up this next quest and then call it. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting Lahabrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up Lahabrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Asuka. Alright, we will go talk to Noraxia at the beginning of the next installment. But for now, that is where we will stop.